Okay. This is a reading for Taurus. Just because it's your birthday, I'm building up to your birthday. I felt like I had to do a reading today, so here it is. At the center of your reading, you're feeling like you're about to celebrate something, you're feeling very successful, like you're recognized for your efforts you've been working on. You're showing something you're passionate about to the world, and they're receiving it the way you would like them to. And it helps you to stay in this boss power and like keep moving forward with this, whatever this energy is and whatever project this is that you're building up upon. It's like you're building yourself up. It's like the project is the horse, and now you're riding the horse, and you're like on top of your game in that way, which is good for Taurus. That's obviously a way to make money, or a way to make more material connections, I suppose. Ah, nice. So the Empress is at the bottom of the spread in your foundation, so you feel like you're really in your feminine energy, and you feel like you're just where you want to be, you know. Right now it's everything's feels like it's coming together. It's almost like this bliss state, you know. People are offering you what you need. You don't exactly have to rush around and get it yourself, you know. You're getting your needs met. So that's a great card, because that is essentially the Taurus card. The Empress is, you know, the symbol of Venus is there represented on the rock, and this woman's surrounded by nature, and you know, she has ripe strawberries or pomegranate on her dress, which represent just the ability to give birth, and something about nutrition is speaking to me too. Maybe you're like starting a new diet, or you're taking care of yourself properly in your environment, and or your environment's like unfolding and coming into, like, this dream about your environment is coming into fruition, and you feel very happy and settled inside about that, which is great. I feel we all need to feel settled and happy in our environment, especially when it's, you know, close to nature and, you know, beautiful cards. Yeah, something in the past had you very, feeling very stuck, and almost like there was no way out. Even though there was, it just felt like something was kind of, you were entangled in something, and it's like all of these maybe lies, or you're trying to like take the blindfold off so that you can see the truth and unwind this rope that's keeping you, you know, binded together, and you're not. I feel like that was just such a cold, stagnant time in your life, and it's really interesting to see you almost just like flip a switch and tune into this celebratory energy, and you know, for whoever this reading is hitting, maybe the sun's moving in close conjunction to your sun. So what I mean by that is, like, it's going to be your birthday soon, so the sun will move into the exact degree it was when you were born, and that really helps bring us a lot of confidence and purpose. We feel like as long as we're taking care of ourselves and directing our energy towards where we want to be in the next year, it's a good you can manifest like mountains, you know, you can move mountains with that kind of energy on your birthday, you know, and this is building up to your birthday if you're like a May Taurus. But yeah, maybe you realize like the boundaries you were putting up around yourself were hurting you more than protecting you, because maybe it was all built on lies. I'll get more clarity on this on the Eight of Swords, please. The moon wanted to pop out there. So like uncertainty, confusion, and the moon was on the bottom of the deck when I stopped shuffling. So I think the moon is a prominent kind of energy in this reading, specifically for Taurus. And the new moon in Taurus is also coming up, so it's a good time, especially for us people, like us Taurians, to plan what we want and look at your birth chart and see what house the new moon will fall into, and you'll be able to like direct your energy in that area, as well as like look at the aspects from other planets and see how they're going, if it's going to be like a more challenging type of moon or not. It might come in conjunction with Uranus, which would be very interesting, because it's like a totally shocking, unexpected new beginning, like almost like you're forced to change something that's in the realm of emotions and starting over and going sort of deep into your subconscious, like through meditation maybe, or mind clearing. We'll see. Could I have some clarity on the Eight of Swords for the past? Okay, so you were brought some sort of like, I'm almost feeling like young energy, and it doesn't have to be like physically young. It could be just like a, you know, some old people are like very energetic, but their, you know, their bodies are old. It's kind of like that, like some type of young, excited energy wanted to offer you something, but you weren't ready because you were in this state of like, oh, I've been so hurt. Oh, okay, don't take it the wrong way, but it's almost like you were keeping yourself in the victim mindset, because, you know, it's hard. We don't realize we're doing it sometimes. But I feel like you were just like, oh, poor me, like, I know I'm gonna get hurt again, I don't deserve this, blah, blah, blah. I think you just need to stop thinking that way right now. And it looks like you're kind of transcending out of that, because with the Page of Wands and the King of Wands here, it's like this graduated energy, this graduated state of being, especially from like the Eight of Swords moving on to the Six of Wands. You know, this is a much easier going card. This is where you want to be, I think, just celebrated and move into your power and be able to kind of catch whatever you create, or like create things just at a very rapid pace, and something that really fulfills you and represents you. You want to show it to the world, and I think it's going to be received very, very highly. Okay, it looks like your goals, you have some idea like you want to leave something behind. Things are moving a little too fast. Like you're getting all of this stuff coming at you at once and you're like, how do I juggle all of this? And then there's still like a rapid sea behind you, you know. There's still like a lot of emotional turmoil kind of going on behind you while you're trying to balance like all of this stuff that's being thrown at you and like your own mental health or like your own well-being. So it's kind of like an idea of yours to be able to be like, okay, like maybe let's just simmer things down and it you don't really want to do that at the same time because, well, it seems like you know how to create boundaries, but do it in more of a, hey, I'm looking out for myself right now, maybe just give me some time. You know, that's just a thin little boundary. It's not going to hurt anybody, and if it does, well, that's on them. It's not on you. You need to take care of yourself. So, but I also kind of see this as you know, I'm not going to get into that too much. I think I said what I needed to say. But this is bringing you into your own power, and you know that you're your own driving force, moving forward in the universe. You know how to, as long as you can keep things balanced, you can keep moving forward. Like it's like from all directions, you have to, you know, manifest from your higher self, your emotional state, your inner state, your outer state, your spiritual state, and it's really, I find, the emotional state, because feelings create thoughts and thoughts create actions and actions can't exactly be impulses. So it's like slow down your thoughts when you start feeling things and check in with yourself and be like, okay, before I act on this, even if it's in the heat of the moment, just kind of like slow down and remember what, be as honest as you can with yourself and with other people, and you'll be good. You just need to like look after yourself and treat others as you would want to be treated. So, and that's never a bad thing. It should have, when you're treating others as you would like to be treated, there should be no harm, you know. Like, I hope not. Yeah, this inner balance is going to bring you towards what you're wishing for, so that's good. So your approach to getting to this celebrated state, like where you're going to be celebrated, you also have to treat other people equally, like I just said. And, you know, it's a two-way street no matter what. Every single thing you do, you know, if you believe in karma, I don't know, but every single thing you do, it goes around and it comes back, you know, around. So you have to be really careful with how you treat those you love, and they do too, you know. If someone wrongs you, you don't waste your time on them, because you have a precious life and a precious soul of your own to take care of. So just keep in mind that people want to support you as well. People want to be there for you, and sometimes it can be hard to accept that, because it's like, if you've ever been in the past, like, you've given so much to other people and they still make you feel kind of like garbage, or like you're never doing enough for them. I think by now, if you're old enough to have gone through enough challenges like that, you realize that it's not your fault. It's definitely the person is very needy if they're treating you that way. So, and you need to like, I constantly have to check in with myself too. Like, I can't be too needy, but it's okay to ask for something if I think I want it or need it. Like, if I'm involved with someone who's close to me, like even just a family member, like just a loved one, it's okay. Or even at work, it's like okay to ask for what you need, because it's essential to get your needs met. You can't go around in life without feeling like you're important, or like you're having your needs received by others, you know. So hopefully, like, by doing that, you'll be able to feel more secure and emotionally vulnerable in your environment. And I think in your environment, you're manifesting something which I don't know if it's in this in the higher good, you know. Really think about what you're putting out into the world and how you're speaking. Think about how your words affect other people. Words are physical energy, and they directly affect the environment and those who are in it immensely. Be careful what you think. Be careful what you wish for, because you don't want to be putting too much heaviness on someone who's not on the same energetic level as you. Think about that and really tap into what is the best, absolute best thing I can do for myself, and what would I want for those who I care about as well. It's always coming back around, no matter how much you can manipulate things or people or whatever. So just be careful with that, because if you keep doing that, if you keep voicing these it's almost like this voice that you speak harshly with is just like daggers that have already stabbed you, or so you may think. It's like you're almost like taking those out and throwing them at somebody else. Would you really want to do that, no matter how much, like, even if you don't get along with this person or you know what, but would you really want to speak softly, speak like the rain, you know, whisper like the wind, you know. And then it'll all come up roses, you know. And stop worrying about how other people see you as well. Life is a long process of learning curves, and challenges. Sometimes we may feel like we failed, but it's still part of the life lesson we're learning. Everything's kind of planned out, I believe, sometimes. So I think it's okay to have a couple mess ups as long as your will and intention were good. As long as you were acting from a pure place of pure love. I think your higher projection of self, or whatever you want to call it, I don't know what to call it, whatever it is that's, connected to the big organism of life that we're all connected to, I think that part will see that you're acting out of goodwill, and even if you make a mistake, it will still be okay. So don't be so hard on yourself. If you have good judgment, and act from that place at all times. You may realize that you've had to, like, a few cups have spilled along this process, but you have 2 more behind you, and I think it's just time to stop dwelling on what could have been or your mistakes, and just look at, okay, gather your strength, don't push down the pain, feel through it, take your chalices with you and walk over the bridge and go to the castle and sit there and just realize, this is who I am. I value myself, and other people value me too. And that's how it works, and it's like a building of trust with yourself and your environment, because you create your environment. Every day we create our own reality. So are you waking up and seeing yourself as the Empress? If you are, that's bang on. That's where you need to be. You don't want to be dwelling on what didn't work in the past. So to avoid that sort of outcome, we want to speak our truth, act from our goodwill, use that as our driving force as we're balanced and feeling like uplifted by being celebrated and by celebrating ourselves. All will be well. So I'll draw a couple cards for advice from nature, because this is a Taurus reading. Interesting. Okay, so you have the Empress again, just in a different deck, and the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands came out reversed. I don't always read reversals but I like a challenge, so I'll try. Forgive me if it doesn't resonate, but the advice I see is, these are almost 2 opposite cards, With everything you've grown, that is authentic, it's gonna really radiate out into the universe and bring, almost pull magnetically what you need into your life without much effort. as long as you're envisioning and you're in this spiritual state of honesty and of self-empowerment with goodwill as well. This will take you out of the state that is almost like, I give up, no one cares about me, my family's falling apart, I have nothing to show for who I am, my everything, the circle feels broken, there's lots of damage that you're holding on to. You're getting out of that by essentially just being yourself and as true and as honest as you can be. And I keep repeating that because that is what will bring, this is what moves us forward, honesty and truth. If something is bothering you, don't lie and say, oh, it's okay. Just speak the truth, because you need to cut all of the crap out so your tree can keep growing and so you can keep manifesting what it really is that you want in life. And I think that's love, and it needs to come from a place inside as well. And when both things, outer and inner, are aligned, you're gonna be like riding the cosmic train, my friend. So that's what I have for you, Taurus. I hope you have a good birthday if your birthday hasn't already happened yet, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you.